Mr. Criminal on air live.
I'm pretty much on duty 24/7.
Okay.
So when I'm not in court or writing motions or doing trials, client meetings, I'm going through my DMs, which are all case inquiries, right? I put a lot of time into my social media.
Yeah.
So I'll sit with a little glass of wine, answering DMs. I put myself out there, right? So I like a lot. So I follow 7,500 accounts.
Wow.
But I actually look at them. You know what I'm saying? So I have a lot of info, like the rappers, right?
Yeah.
I follow them. I see stuff. I remember. I've got a photographic memory, so I see all this stuff. So I'm always doing that because I'm always building my practice. But as far as personal life, you have to keep your word, right? So some people think lawyers, we manipulate people. Right? People don't trust lawyers. They say we're shady, we're sneaky. So I don't use the word manipulation. I use the word persuasion.
Okay.
And persuasion means I'm offering you a choice and you're selecting based on what you know. That's the power of an advocate, right? That's what lawyers really do. So I offer the judge a reason to do something for me and my client.
Okay.
And this is a judge who's been a lawyer for a long, long time. And some people don't trust defense lawyers, right? A lot of judges are very pro-prosecutor. A lot of people are pro-prosecutor, right? I get comments all the time. Oh, how can you represent those murderers, those gangsters? We should deport those guys. We should lock them up. How do you live with yourself?
I see.
Right? And so the power, the real essence of being the lawyer is to advocate. And in French, the word for lawyer is avocat, right? I forget the word in Italian right now, but it's, anyway. So, and also abogado, right? Abogado comes from the verb to advocate. And so I'm not the one who's facing 50 to life, right? But my client is. So I have to advocate for my client to try to translate my client's story to a judge who has a tremendous amount of power, right? Or to a jury, which has a tremendous amount of power. So the business that I see myself in is persuasion. It's like politics, right?
Wow, that's amazing. Now, would you ever consider when you're done with being an attorney, or if you ever decide to step down, what's your view on politics? I see that you rep the American flag on your suit,
right?
Proudly. Would that be something that you would ever be interested in, like community work, being like an advocate of the community, anything like that?
So my role is really more like I'm a nonprofit board member. I operate kind of behind the scenes, and I do my community work with Mr. Checkpoint and the initiatives. So I'm more like the guy you want to run, you call Rosenberg. And if I like you, if I trust you, I'll bring you into the community.
Yeah.
And that's more me, right? I don't need to run for office. For me, it's like the community is the power, right? And so politicians are really good at talking, but people feel manipulated and used, right? But to me, as a lawyer, there's a whole community behind me. And so that's where I operate as far as the politics.
That makes sense.
Yeah.